Good evening, everybody. This is Alderman Lee at the 11th Ward. It is um, Monday, February 2nd, believe it or not, Groundhog Day. It looks like winter is going to be around a little bit longer, in case anybody was wondering. We are here for community zoning meeting for the address at 3363 South Morgan. It's currently zoned, the empty lot is currently zoned B1-2. The owner, Chris Song, is here with us. He's requesting a change to B2-3 to construct a mixed commercial residential building, which we're going to walk through. We have Chris with us today, who's the owner, and we have his architects with us. We have Nico here in the room with us, as well as Jimena online. Generally, what we do on these meetings is to present whatever the request is, show the pictures and the drawings of the desired building, and then we leave it open for questions from the community. For the record, nobody else is in the room currently, so I'll be asking questions on behalf of the community as we go along here. So with that, Jimena, why don't you go ahead and share your screen and walk us through the presentation?
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you very much for having us this evening. My name is Jimena Castro. I'm a partner at Acosta Asger, a zoning law firm in the Chicagoland area. We're here today to present the property project at 3363 South Morgan Street. This property, as you can see by the green dot, is located in a B12 zoning district. As you can see, we're right on the corner of Morgan and 34th Street. From this survey, you can see we have Morgan at the top of the screen and then 34th Street on the side. We have a 5-car brick garage that is on the property. There is no other building, it's just a garage. And we have the public alley at the rear. So we like to do these info sheets for people. We find that they think it's very useful when we include all the information in one slide. As you can see, it's 3363 South Morgan Street. We have the nice rendering on the side created by the architects at Building Projects. Currently, as I mentioned, the property is a B12, improve it the 5-car garage. We're proposing to rezone it to a B23 to construct a 4-story building, 59 feet in height. It will be a mixed-use building with 2 ground floor commercial spaces along the frontage of Morgan and 34th Street. We will be having 6 residential units on floors 2 to 4 and a 2-car attached garage, one of those being an ADA space. If there is no need for ADA in the building, the 2-car garage turns into a 3-car garage because we do need that extra clearance for the second ADA parking space. So 2-car, almost 3-car garage. And we have the slides here for the presentation as well. For the drawings, so as you can see, this is a rendering that you saw on the first page. This is a site plan, and I'm going to zoom in slowly for people online. As you can see, this building goes to the lot line right up against 34th Street and also on Morgan. It curves really nicely on the corners to just create that seamless look as you're turning onto 34th Street. As I mentioned, we have the 2 commercial ground floor units along the frontage of Morgan and 34th Street, and then we have the rear 2-car garage, which people will be accessing through the public alley. We are also ETOD to the Halsted bus corridor. So we are required to provide this ETOD map showing the distance of the property to that Halsted bus line. And this is just something that we do per requirements for any zoning
For
change.
those that are not familiar with the term ETOD, can you explain that, Jimena?
Yes. So ETOD is a transit served, equitable transit served location guidelines, which is an initiative by the current administration and was put in place by the previous administration to make sure that we utilize spaces to provide more housing to make sure the projects are focused on more housing and less parking because there is a housing shortage in the city of Chicago. So by having the opportunity to eliminate parking that is in proximity to qualifying bus routes or train lines, such as the CTA or Metra, we're able to reduce parking in order to make spaces for more units. So that is
Great,
why the term equitable comes in, because we want to make sure that everybody has access to housing, and because of the proximity to the public transportation, we are able to reduce parking.
great. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a nice 3D rendering of what the building will look like. As you can see on the top left corner, you can see the frontage along 34th Street where my cursor is, and then also the garage at the rear where you'll be entering it through the public alley. There'll be some nice balconies at the rear as well. And then at the bottom right, you see the facade of the building off of Morgan turning onto 34th Street. This is an all brick building as well. This is a 3D colored rendering. Again, showing the same thing, but we know people like to see things in color. So building projects made this nice rendering to give people an idea of what sort of product to expect. I'm going to be zooming in to each of these individual floor plans. So the top one will be the foundation plan. Yeah, which I mean, people don't really care about, but it is there. And you can see if you move your eyes downwards to the middle of the screen, we have the proposed first floor plan with the 2 commercial units towards the front of the building. And then in the middle of the building, we have the second commercial unit. And then at the rear, you see the 2 parking spaces right here. As I mentioned, one of those will be ADA, which will be this one where my cursor is. We also will have that clearance for the ADA accessibility. And as I mentioned, if there is no one in the building that needs ADA, this converts essentially to a 3rd parking space. I'm now moving on to the 2nd floor, where we have, I'm going to zoom into each individual unit to give people
Great,
online
thank
an
you.
idea. You're welcome. So these are larger units. What we find is that people want larger units. People are really not a fan of micro units, so we want to make sure the community is happy. So we are providing here a 3-bedroom, really nice sized unit with the living room with views off of Morgan and 34th, and then the 3 bedrooms as well. Moving to the back of the building, we have another 3-bedroom unit. Again, very spacious. The great thing about this building is it has elevator, so it is very ADA friendly. It is senior friendly, just to make sure, this is a great space, great corner that everyone who would like to live here has an opportunity, and that accessibility is not a barring for living here. Moving on, zooming into the 3rd floor plan very slowly. Again, a 3rd bedroom unit, which we have here. Same layout as the floor that we saw previously. And we also have the unit at the rear as well. Another great 3-bedroom unit. Again, elevator access. This one does have the balcony as well. And for the 4th floor, it is exactly the same thing, but I will be zooming in so everyone can see. Again, the living room with the views off Morgan and 34th. The other 3, the unit is with the layouts with the 3 bedrooms towards the rear. And the last unit we have here, same layouts. Again, we have the living room with the balcony, and then the 3 bedrooms, and of course, the elevator. For the roof plan, we do know that people enjoy their open spaces, and we are proposing to have a common roof deck to be enjoyed by all residents. So we will be having that as well, and it will be located towards the rear of the building, as the front will have some like maintenance.
AC units.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The next slide, as you can see, is the elevations. So to the right of your screen, we have the front elevation right off of Morgan. You can see right here this white portion where my cursor is just shows sort of the curving of the building that you saw in the color elevations. And then we have on the left side of the screen the the
The
rear of
rear.
the building as well, with the garage, the balconies for the units. And then you have, um, you can see a little bit of the roof deck.
And these are rentals, not condos, right? Or is it?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
This is the view of 34th Street. We have the two commercial, the first commercial unit and these first two windows, and then we have the second commercial unit and these other two windows at the towards the rear.
And then that middle section is the entrance to the residential.
Correct.
Is this the end of it?
I have one more on the
Okay.
other side as well.
Great.
So this is the north elevation.
And you're building lot line to lot line on all four sides?
No. So
No.
we are, so let me show you the site plan.
Sorry.
So we are building to the lot line on 34th Street, but for our neighbors to on the other side,
Right.
we
Okay.
are
Got it.
providing that 3-foot
3
setback.
foot. Okay. Great.
Yeah. Even though their building is on our lot line, we obviously, we want to
Yeah.
be good neighbors. We are providing that the distance.
That's great. Okay. Can we go to the first floor plan?
Yes.
I would love to see if you can zoom in on what the foyer area is for the residential.
Yes.
Are you gonna have storage or mailboxes, or like I'm asking like basic questions for just people who would be living there.
Yeah, so we have the foyer when you come in, and then we have the elevator right immediately as you enter as well. So, as you can see here, it even says ADA door operator. Just very comfortable. If you're an older citizen, you just have that right there. If you're a mom with the stroller, you have that right there as well, or someone with the wheelchair. And then when you keep walking, through the building, then you have the stairs as well. So if you're feeling a little athletic, you can use those.
Yeah, so I assume you're gonna have room to put like a mailbox, some just practical things like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like a key card or sort of key fob entry or a key to get in, but like where does the mail get dropped off? Where do packages get dropped off? And just thinking through what that looks like.
Could you answer that, Nico?
So yeah, there will be mailboxes recessed or hung on the wall. There are three staircases actually in the building. This is just one of them that has the elevator. That one has the most amount of the space because of that foyer. So that's probably where the mail will be able to be delivered, and for the mail person access to be accessible for that door specifically.
Great. And then do you have bike storage anywhere in here?
It is right by the car garage.
By the
In
garage?
the back, and if you can go
Yeah.
towards the back. So there's electrical room, which is pretty big, and we have spaces for bicycles. It can be either 2 bicycle spaces. The city usually requires 2 by 6 feet, or it can be a metal rack where it can be multiple bicycles hanged on the off of that wall.
Great.
So we right now have 2, but we have option to expand to more than that.
Yeah. Okay. Trash room, so everybody's gonna bring their trash down.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And with the ETOD, and again, just to repeat that for anybody who's watching this later, the Equitable Transit Oriented Development Ordinance does, so if you're within a certain distance from high capacity transit, the parking requirements are less, basically. Actually, I think we just removed all of the parking requirements citywide,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. So
It's
this
up to 0. Correct.
It's up to 0. You can request it. So this is a half a space per unit at this point. And currently, did you say that there's a 5-car garage currently on the property?
Yeah, but all of them used for storage, not a single car park.
Right. So currently there's 5 5 spots on the street that are taken up right now from the
Yes.
garage itself.
Yes.
So we're actually giving back all of the street
Yes.
parking.
So as you can see here, there's a 54 feet wide driveway that
Uh-huh.
will be removed and the curb will be extended. With the grass, we're adding additional 2 trees.
Mm-hmm.
And that will basically enable additional 3 parking spaces on the street for that purpose.
Great. And then 3 cars in the back, coming in right off of the alley. There's no issues with power lines or anything back there.
No.
I only raised that because that recently came up
Mhm.
with the
Yeah.
construction of a garage where they
Yeah.
didn't take into account the power line that couldn't be moved. So,
Yes.
yeah, okay. Those are, so I wanna, Chris is a current resident of the 11th ward that always comes up, when we have these meetings is the landlord local. So yes, Chris Wong, is the owner of ADG, which is on 35th, in Morgan. He lives in the Donovan Park area. He invests in lots of businesses and properties here in the community. I can vouch for his involvement. But one of the things that people always ask is, where's the landlord on this? The other thing that I know in particular that we've gotten some feedback on from folks that live in the area is just concerns around short-term rentals and Airbnbs. Would you be open to doing some sort of restrictive covenant that says that you won't lease these out for Airbnbs?
I will not.
You-
I am against Airbnb.
Okay, all right, so we'll work on that, Jimena. I think it's a great protection for the neighborhood.
Right.
To not have Airbnbs. So that would be my last question here. I don't know if my staff has any questions. Sharon, Lisa? No?
No.
Okay, I think this is gonna be, what do you want to put in the commercial space?
So the front commercial space, so the one of the spaces will be ice cream coffee shop, probably serving coffee as well.
I'm more catered to a ice cream shop. I am working with Karimo.
Oh, yes.
And then,
Yeah.
as you know, he will look at the plan, like, cause he just opened a new shop on Taylor,
Mm-hmm,
a condo.
uh-huh,
So he's busy for that particular
Mhm.
place, but Karimo is very,
Oh,
famous.
delicious.
Yeah, so
I would be
working with
excited
him
to
on-
see them on Morgan.
Yeah.
He's also a resident of 11 Ward.
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
tell him to, hey, like Antique Taco.
Uh-huh,
You started from 11
Yeah.
Ward, you make your name
Yeah.
out there, you should bring one back
Yeah.
to our ward.
yes.
So that is how I'm working on. And I love ice cream because I think ice cream will make any age happy. And
And we need more happy people.
yes, and I want to see everyone happy.
Yeah,
So, and that's why I choose this business.
Yeah.
And it will take good care of the building and
Yeah.
my tenant and also the surrounding and be good to
Yeah.
our neighbors.
and just so everybody knows, the property, currently has the garages on it, but on the part of the property that's not developed with anything, Chris has allowed for a community garden to, be in residence there for how
For 10
long?
years.
For the last 10 years. Chris, when do you think that you would look to break ground on this project?
We have to see what the process
Uh-huh.
is and maybe like 2027.
Okay, so, okay, great. So just for the folks watching at
Yeah.
home, if anybody decides to watch this, thank you for watching.
Yep.
But because we don't have any residents dialed in or present in the room, I would like to just keep this video sort of posted online and keep the timing for some additional public comment. If anybody has questions or concerns, please, within the next 2 weeks. So we'll close off comments by let's say what would that be? 14, 16, 17? February 17th? Chinese New Year?
Sure.
So for the next 2 weeks, we'll leave this open. We'll post it in the newsletter with a link to the video. And we'll also include a link to the plans as well, in case people find it hard to look at the Zoom. But barring any further or any concerns or questions at all that I can bring back to you, I am inclined to support the zoning change from a B1-2 to a B2-3 for this address 3363 South Morgan. So thanks everybody for your time. Amanda, I hope everybody's feeling better soon. Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much, and we will end the meeting here.
Thank you, Armin.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
so
man.
much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.